What if everything you believed about success, talent and hard work was built on a lie? Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book that destroyed the myth of the self-made genius and proved, with data, that the most successful people in history did not simply work harder than everyone else. They were shaped by hidden forces most people never think about. This is Outliers, and it will permanently change the way you see success, opportunity, and your own potential. The first idea is the 10,000-hour rule. Gladwell found that world-class expertise in any field requires approximately 10,000 hours of deliberate, focused practice. Not just doing something, but practicing it with intention, feedback, and progressive challenge. The Beatles played over 1,000 live shows before they became famous. Bill Gates had access to a computer terminal in 1968, when almost no one else did, and spent thousands of hours programming before starting Microsoft. Success always looks sudden from the outside, but it is almost never sudden from the inside. The second idea is that opportunity matters as much as talent. Gladwell studied the birth dates of professional hockey players in Canada and found that the overwhelming majority were born in January, February, and March, not because of astrology, but because the youth hockey cutoff date is January 1st. Children born just after the cutoff are older, bigger, and more developed than children born later in the year. They get selected for elite teams earlier, receive better coaching and more practice time, and what started as a tiny age advantage compounds into a massive performance gap over years of unequal opportunity. The third idea is that cultural legacy shapes your behavior in ways you cannot see. The way your family, your community, and your culture approach work, authority, risk, and communication is already running your decisions before you are consciously aware of it. Gladwell shows that plane crashes were more likely in cockpits where junior officers were too afraid to challenge their captains, even when the captain was making a fatal mistake. The same dynamic plays out in business, families, and financial decisions every single day. The fourth idea is the most powerful of all. Success is not an individual achievement. It is a collective one. The circumstances you were born into, the mentors you had access to, the cultural values you inherited, and the historical moment you were born in all shape your outcomes as much as your intelligence or your effort. And understanding this does not diminish what you have built. It opens your eyes to the responsibility of creating better opportunities for the people who come after you. You are not just the product of your own effort. You are the product of your environment, your timing, and your opportunities. Change those and you change everything.